Hello everyone, I'm First Alert meteorologist Alexa Minton. I'm in for Chris for the rest of the night to talk with you all about what is set up to be a very cold next 24 hours. I don't know about you all, but I like to rank like how cold it is outside about how many layers I have on. I was joking last week that it was like a 3 pairs of sock type day. It might have to be a 3 pairs of sock type morning tomorrow, and it all has to do with some Arctic cold that's pushing into our air right now. This is a current look over downtown Lexington. Temperatures, I mean, they're not technically too bad. 28, we're below freezing. A win is a win when we're going to get one, right? But the wind chill is really going to be the kicker here for the next couple days, and that's what you're seeing tomorrow morning. I mean, it feels like 17 right now. Imagine when our temperatures tumble throughout our night. 5 a.m., 7 a.m., 6 a.m. We're at 7 for our air temperature. And y'all know that wind chill really tells you what it feels like outside. When that cold wind is blowing, it hits your face, it bites at you. It's going to feel even colder than that. We are kind of in this pocket of brutally cold air as we're tracking some temperatures pushing down from the Arctic. So there's a frontal passage that's pushing over us. It's giving a few light flurries in parts of eastern Kentucky. A lot of us aren't noticing much from it except for the cold that's rushing in. And right now is when it's passing over us. It's affecting us across the board. This is a good visual about what's happening, but if we switch and we make it about those wind chills, you can kind of see the cold that's coming towards us. So it feels like 5 in Covington, 17 in Lexington. Going back, it feels like -12 in Cedar Rapids. We're not going to get as bad as our friends up in the northern Great Plains with that -22, the -17 in Fargo, but we are going to get pretty cold for those wind chills, so I'm just giving everyone a heads up. So I got that First Alert weather day continuing through tomorrow, but don't worry, we're eventually going to allow it to dissipate. I mean, we're not having a First Alert weather day on Thursday, Friday. I think it'll be the first time in a while since we've had a break from it. But like I said, you can kind of see that cold air pushing in. The 5 in Covington, the 11 in Maysville, 17 in Lexington. Cold air hasn't quite hit our friends in southern and eastern Kentucky yet, so y'all are watching the Facebook Live going, Alexa, it's not that bad outside. I know, just wait, it's coming towards you guys. In fact, Lexington, just like about an hour ago, they were wind chills in the 20s. Now we're at -17. Covington's been dropping. That cold air is dipping farther and farther into our region. Knocked Mount Sterling and Moorhead down to 15. Somerset, London, y'all might feel like 30 right now, but I can't promise you're going to feel like 30 once we look towards parts of tomorrow. Here's a look at your wind chill forecast. 11, it's set to feel like 10 in London, 9 in Somerset, 11 in Jackson, 1 in Lexington. Y'all, when I'm walking out after our 11 o'clock show, going to be very bundled up because it's going to be chilly. Even as we look towards parts of early tomorrow morning, this is around 1 a.m., we're dipping down into the negatives. I wouldn't be surprised if some of these wind chills, this is what it's supposed to feel like at 6 a.m. tomorrow across the state. Wouldn't be surprised if some of them dip even farther into the negatives because we got to think about the snowpack we got on the ground already makes it cold. It's going to be colder. If we don't have any sunshine, it's not going to be ideal, guys. Feeling like 2 in Lexington, -6 in Mount Sterling, -2 in Maysville. One of those mornings where you're going to need a few extra moments to heat up your vehicle as you head out the door. Now we got this interesting setup here coming in the next couple days, because we're going to have to watch the Gulf because it might cause us some problems down the road. A lot of cold Arctic air. We were just talking about it. It's scooping down into our skies. And what we're going to have to keep our eye on is if any kind of low pressure regions pop up and they move up towards our area, could give us some snow. Now, we do have a snow chance parts of late this weekend, but it's also looking like we're going to have a snow threat towards parts of next week where a low pressure region pops up out of the Gulf. It's going to give us some snow, not just to Kentucky, but also to our friends in parts of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, South Carolina. I know that's where they're not used to snow. I was joking with Bill and Amber earlier. My sister goes to college in Clemson, and a lot of her friends don't even have ice scrapers, so they're trying to like pick it off with their ice when they get snow and ice. So thinking about them as we go about the next week. So here's a look at our extended hour-by-hour forecast. Few flurries popping up in far eastern Kentucky for our Thursday forecast. Not a lot happening though. I mean, Friday, we're going to get some sunshine. Temperatures were warming up. I say warming in air quotes because it's still going to be chilly. We're still in the 40s, still in the 30s for a lot of the area. And then once we look towards the start of our Saturday, you're going to wake up to some rain. We're warm enough that we're talking about rain, not snow, on our Saturday morning, but it's not going to last for long because, of course, this is paired with a low pressure system. This one's not coming from the Gulf. It's coming from that track along with that colder air. It's going to dip down, leaves us with some lingering rain. And when you start off on Sunday morning, we're talking about snow again. That could reach a lot of central and eastern Kentucky. It's not looking like a 10-15-inch snowstorm, but it still could put down a good amount of snow. And then we got to keep our eye on Monday and Tuesday of parts of next week. So here's your forecast breakdown for your remaining couple days. I mean, we've got Wednesday, first alert weather day because of the bitterly cold temperatures. You get a break Thursday, you get a break Friday, but be ready for rain and snow this weekend, and then more snow headed our way next week. We've already issued a couple first alert weather days. These are going to be your only two that you get a break from. So try to enjoy the sunshine, try to enjoy the better temperatures in the 40s. Feels silly when I say it's better in the 40s because it's still cold outside. But of course, stay with WKYT all week long. We're going to keep our eye on these temperatures and on this incoming snow. And I'll give you guys another update here tonight at 10 and 11. Y'all will see Chris back tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching.